Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name's Momo and I am a lady who likes nail stuff. If you are someone who likes nail stuff, I hope you'll stick around. Today I'm going to show you something that I received from Melody Susie in PR. This is their s-m200f nail drill. It is a new nail drill that they released to celebrate their 15th anniversary. They offered to send it over, and I was excited about that because I feel like Melody Susie is a pretty trusted brand in the nail drill arena. I know that the first nail drill I had was a Melody Susie, one of the really simple pen drills, and that's the only drill other than the one I currently have that I've used, so I was curious to see what a higher end drill from them looks like, and I'm going to show you that today. So the drill comes packaged very nicely, very sturdily in this box, and there's some goodies underneath the box as well. First of all, of course, we all love the pink color. I shouldn't say that. I don't know who loves the pink color, but I like the pink color a lot, and the gold accents, or maybe rose gold. So you'll see that it has a digital display, which is something new for me. The drill that I have been using is all sort of analog, I guess. And it comes with this handpiece that really feels sturdy. I was impressed by this. It feels pretty similar to the handpiece that I have, pretty indistinguishable actually, and that makes me feel like it's going to be a very sturdy handpiece. The body is definitely more lightweight, but I think most of the power comes from the handpiece. I also appreciate that the cord feels very sturdy. It's not simply connected with a USB or something like that from the handpiece to the drill, so that's nice. Of course, this will have to stand the test of time, but I will say right off the bat that I have very nice first impressions of this in terms of being a high quality drill that will actually remove your product well. So the other thing I really appreciate about this is that the charger is actually a USB-C charger. A lot of things are still micro USB-C. Am I saying that right? Micro USB. And it makes it just a little bit more difficult to find a charger consistently. Like you always have or at least I always have my phone charger somewhere close by, and it happens to be USB-C. So it feels nice to have something that charges with a more modern cable. It also comes with some sanding bands. This is pretty basic. It comes with a nice basic set of drill bits, including the mandrel bit on the left there, which is for the sanding band. And also I thought it was cute how they packaged these with little sanding bands tucked in, I think to make the packaging a little more snug, and then you get a couple little sanding bands. That's nice. And then it also comes with a carbide bit, which is the one on the left, this one here, and it has a safety top. And it also comes with a ceramic bit, which I've actually never used before, so I'll have to give that a shot. I don't think I have yet used the ceramic bit. So I wanted to point out 3 things that I appreciate about this drill. The first one you will have just seen, which is that bits sort of lock into place with it. This is something that's non-negotiable for me now, having used a drill that has that lock feature. I know some of the more simple drills, you just stick the bit into like kind of a tight, maybe styrofoam or something like that, space at the tip of the drill, and then it spins from there. But having the lock feature on the drill is really helpful for getting really nice smooth rotation and good torque. And the other thing I like, you'll see me playing around with these buttons, is, well, both of these buttons. I like that there's a pause function. I was kind of wondering whether I would actually use the pause function, but because you can just turn it on and off with the switch on the top, or with the dial on the top. But I actually did get use out of the pause function, surprisingly. So I like that. It wasn't something that I needed, but it did come in handy. But the other thing I appreciate is that they have the reverse and forward switch as just a switch. And one thing I didn't know before reading the manual to my current nail drill that I've had for the last 1.5 years is that you're never supposed to switch your drill straight from reverse to forward and vice versa. You should always turn off the drill first and then switch the mode. And the reason for that is because it burns out the motor to have it going full speed ahead in one direction, and then while it's in full speed, switch it to the other direction. But I appreciate that having the reverse button means that it does that slow transition for you. From what I can see, when you click reverse, it does slow down, pause for a second, and then go into reverse from forward and vice versa. So I appreciate that. So you can see that this is not a particularly loud or particularly quiet drill when you're using it. Drilling is usually a little bit loud. But I will say that when I turned it on at first, it was definitely pretty quiet, which is good. But ultimately, you have to accept a certain amount of noise with a lot of the tools that you use to remove product with nail services. So you'll see that I'm using a sanding band here, which actually is not what I typically do. I usually use a carbide bit, but I'm removing gel from a nail tip that I had laying around, and this one was encapsulated, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to really test the power of the drill. The things that I look for in this are whether, again, it's a lot about the torque, whether when you start to remove product, it starts to skip or take like chunks out of the nail instead of glide smoothly along the nail. And yeah, I did not see any issues with that. I was using it at a very high speed, which is typical for me. And yeah, it was pretty smooth. I, again, usually would be using a carbide bit, so this isn't actually the best comparison. I'm not sure why I picked up the sanding band. I should have tested out the carbide bit. But yes, also I have since removed my own manicure, which was still on when I was shooting this video, and it worked just fine. So ultimately, I think a big thing is, does the drill stand the test of time? And that is only something you can find out by using it a lot. As a first impression, it feels very nice. If you're interested in this drill, I believe that it is currently, the whole kit is currently on sale, and I think it's half off right now for the whole kit. But if you want to just buy the drill, which I believe is listed maybe at $89, I'll double check as of the time of filming this, you can use my code, which is corner12 to get 12% off. Or again, if you're getting the whole kit, I'll have it linked down below. And one quick last thing about nail drills that I wanted to share with you that I found out when I read the manual to the one I bought a couple years ago is that periodically, or it says even after every use, you should spray it down with some compressed air to help remove a lot of the little bits of acrylic or gel dust, which I thought was very good to know, and I didn't know before. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you're interested, check out the description box, and I will be back very soon with another video. See you then. Bye.